Hey, what's up, everyone? It's Emperor Bun bringing you, I believe this is part 6 of my 10 or 11 part zombie commentary. Where we left off, I was just trying to kill this creep with this L96, and there I succeed in doing so. So I have two pretty interesting things to talk about today. I just woke up. It is 10 o'clock on a school day, and the reason I can do that is because at my school, uh, I have periods 1 through 7 sequentially on one day, and then the other days I have the odd periods and the even periods, and on those days they are extra long periods. Like instead of being just an hour long, the periods are 90 minutes long. And it so happens that I do not have a first period or a third period, which means that on odd period, like on 90 period odd days, I don't have to be at school until 12:15. So that's pretty fucking awesome. Today is Friday. That's an odd day, and so yeah, it's pretty great. I just woke up here. Figured I'd do a commentary, and yeah, so here we are having a great old time, having a grand old time in the biodome with no atmosphere. So that's just fantastic. You'd think these you'd think these plants would have a hard time of it, huh? But anyways, I have a little story. So yesterday, I needed to get to a doctor's appointment because my mom is out of town, so she cannot drive me, and I was gonna bike there. So I was biking. I just left my house when I got a call from my aunt, and so I was like, oh, okay, I probably shouldn't ignore this because I mean she's my aunt and all. So I picked up the phone, and so before in the past I have tried to talk on the phone while biking, and I mean I can do it. It's not that hard to do, but like the hard part is switching gears while you're biking because I mean I hold the phone with my left hand with my right hand, so that means that I need and my gear shifter is on the right of my bike, so that means that I have to. Oh, actually no, the biodome just decompressed there. Yeah, as you can see, but yeah, so my gear shifter is on the right of my bike, so I need to reach over with my left hand. So one, that'll imbalance the bicycle, and that will also mean that I'm going to be applying force on the right side, so that's going to imbalance it even more. So in the past, like last time I tried this, I crashed into a trash can, but it was okay because it was just a trash can and like it didn't hurt me at all, and I had like full shoes on and stuff. But this time I was wearing sandals, and I plowed into a parked car. And, well, you see, my body stopped moving, but my bike did not. And it so happened that the first part of the bike to touch me was the pedal. So the metal bike pedal drove itself between a half centimeter and a centimeter into the flesh on my foot, and I had like a huge ass gaping wound in my foot. So yeah, that was really fun. Fortunately, I was only like 300 feet, 100 meters away from my house. So I was able to limp back home, like bleeding profusely from my foot. Like when I first saw the wound, I didn't think it didn't look like I had actually like struck bone or anything, so I wasn't really that worried. It just like I mean, actually at first I was like, oh whoa, what is that? Is that bone? But then I realized it was just like loose skin or something. So yeah, it wasn't really a problem, but like I mean, it was a problem in that I had a fucking huge hole in my foot, but I mean, it wasn't like life threatening I didn't need to call 911. I don't know if it's 911 in the UK or in the EU. I don't know what, but basically the police slash paramedics slash fire department slash whoever takes care of you when you have a broken leg and you can't get home. But yeah, I was able to limp home, and then I found the first aid kit. So yeah, that was fun. It was actually kind of funny. My brother was with me while I was administering first aid to myself, and he was kind of surprised when I stuffed a big wad of paper towels into my mouth. The reason I did that was like in ancient Greece, when they needed to perform an operation on you, uh, they would they would get you really drunk. They'd get you drunk on their strongest wine, and then they'd stuff a rag in your mouth so that because I mean, if they're going to be cutting off your leg while you're fully conscious, that's going to hurt. So they stuff a rag in your mouth so you wouldn't get hurt by biting yourself. So that's what I was doing because I mean, like when you're putting antibiotics and water onto this big ass hole, it's not going to feel that good. And I don't know, it could have been a lot worse, but it wasn't exactly pleasant to feel that. So yeah, that's my wonderful story for the day. And then later that evening, I put some hydrogen peroxide on it. Ooh, that was fun. I could still feel the burn. So yeah, I'm getting driven into school today because I mean I'm kind of a dysfunctional person right now. I can't really walk, Like if I want to walk anywhere at home, I need to jump around on my right leg because like the injury's on my left leg, so I need to jump around on my right leg. Because I'm basically a cripple. The swagger of a cripple, swagger of a cripple. If you know that song, it's "I'm Awesome" by I don't know who. Yeah. So I don't know. I guess that's really interesting. I'm actually kind of glad it happened because now I can say that's happened to me. It's like it's kind of like it's sick in like a masochistic sort of way, but it's actually kind of cool. Like not everyone can say that they've had their bike pedal driven a half centimeter to a centimeter deep into their own foot. That's just not something that a lot of people can say that's happened to them. So I don't know. I think it's kind of cool. I think it's kind of cool. Many people probably won't, but like, whatever. Just let me know if you happen to think that's cool, because I certainly think it is. And I mean, I can't really say that I'd like it to happen again if I could have the chance to do it over again, because I mean, it's just a pain in the ass. Although my dad was super nice, and he like brought me food, and oh, that was delicious. Yeah, he brought me food, and so I was just like a happy camper right there. Oh, and right here, anyway, looks like I get the Magnum. I love this gun. Yeah. So that's my brilliant story for the day. I will. Yeah, and that was just my chin cracking. That wasn't like me breaking a bone or anything. Who knows? Maybe I can upload a picture of the gory wound. It's actually so weird. It's like unlike anything I've ever seen before. It healed like normally your blood like clots up over your skin, but this is like super weird. It looks like there's a red leech in my foot. It's so weird and cool. I don't know. Maybe maybe I'm just a masochist or something, but I don't know. I think it's really cool. And yeah, so that's my story. Brilliant, isn't it? Just leave a like if you thought it was interesting, and maybe I'll talk about it more in my next commentary, because I don't know, maybe I could talk about how I managed to get around school today, because actually I only have like 2 periods today, so that's pretty nice. I don't have the full day. If I had all 7 periods today, that would be hard to get around, but as it is, I'm just gonna have to waddle from class to class like a little ducky or something. So yeah, it looks like this video is just about over, so I'm gonna wrap it up right here. Leave a like if you enjoyed. Leave a comment telling me like what your worst injury's been. This is probably my worst one. I've never broken a bone. So yeah, I don't know. Yeah, just let me know how your day is going. Let me know how hurt you've gotten, and I hope you have a brilliant day. I hope you don't have to waddle around like a duck, and I will see you all later. Love you all.
Your face effect.